Does adding liquid wood to your wood chips improve the flavor? Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Beaver and today we are discussing whether adding a liquid wood additive to your aged spirit or to your pre-aged spirit does have an impact, and how does it impact the flavor of your spirit. Now, according to the manufacturer or the supplier of this product, this will give you the same effect as aging your spirit for a long period of time. According to Stilltec, the guys that sent me this bottle to test, you need to add about 1 to 5 milliliters of this wood additive to your spirit per liter, depending on how much wood impact you want. So what I did for this experiment is I took the same spirit. The spirit in question is our Irish Red Ale. Now, if you want to check out the video that's part of the Beer to Whiskey series, I'll link a video up here. In that series, we make a beer, we make a whiskey, and we distill it to see what kind of flavors we get from a known mash bill of a beer. Now, for this experiment, what we did is we took 250 ml of the spirit that was proofed down to 43%. Why 43%? According to the manufacturer of the American liquid additive, it needs to be added to a spirit at 43%. What we did then is we added wood chips into the spirits. We rapid aged the spirits for a few cycles to get it up to this point. This was cycled 6 times from hot and cold. Now, if you want to see a video on rapid aging, I'll link a video up here that I did where we discuss the different methods that you can use to rapid age your spirit. Now, the wood chips that we used is American oak, and it is a medium toasted chip sent to me by Distillbrew. So if you want to check them out, I'll put a link down in the description for these wood chips. Now let's get into the grit of the video. Does adding that liquid extract or the liquid additive improve the flavor of your spirit? Let's start first up tasting the straight oak, and then we'll move over to the liquid oak, and then we'll do a comparison between the two. So first up, the straight oak. Now let's quickly give it a sniff. On the nose, it's still very new makey. It doesn't have a lot of wood character yet. It is slowly starting to transition into the green apple, but still very new makey. On the taste, still very new makey. There's not a lot of wood flavor just yet. It started transitioning into the sweeter wood flavors. At this ABV, you get more of the sweet wood flavors out of the wood that you would get at a higher ABV where you get more tannic wood. Not a bad spirit yet, but it definitely needs a lot more time or a couple more cycles to get it to be an acceptable aged spirit. Next up, the liquid wood. Now, for the liquid wood, according to the manufacturer, this should add a lot more complexity to your spirit, should mellow out the flavors a little bit more and give you a more rounded product in a quicker time. So what I'm expecting is something that has a lot more wood impact in it. Although both of these were put into the same cycle, so both jars were moved between hot and cold, and there was no change whatsoever between the aging. So if the wood had an impact, it should be relatively close to the same on both of these. So right off the bat, it is a lot better on the nose. When I say better, I mean less new making, more wood. It has that nice sweet whiskey smell to it. Doesn't have a lot of wood tannin, but it does smell more aged than the straight oak. Okay, on the taste, it tastes better than the straight oak. keeping in mind that the straight oak and the liquid oak has only been hot and cold cycled for 6 cycles. It's still a relatively new spirit, but for something that is as new as that, it does have a lot more complexity and flavor to it. Some of the flavors is a tiny bit artificial, so more vanilla essence than vanilla bean, but it is still a very good spirit. So yeah, let's quickly try them side by side and see if it's all in the mind. So there is a marked difference between the two. This one has a lot more age behind it than this one. And not in the sense that it has been aging for longer, but in the sense that it has more mellowed out flavors than this product here. Although the flavors on the taste they are slightly more artificial, but not in a bad way. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with a side-by-side comparison. Now I would like to run this experiment for slightly longer. So what I'm thinking of doing is, and please let me know down in the comment section if you think it's a good idea, is to run this experiment over a 6 months period with a straight oak and a liquid oak version, and then we'll add the liquid oak in periodically over a period of time. So according to the manufacturer, we need to do 1 to 5 mils in 1 liter once off. So we'll take 1 mil into, let's say, a 2 liter batch in month 1, and then month 2 we'll add a little bit more and a little bit more up until we get to those flavors, and the straight oak will just leave and see if a longer period of time brings more of those wood flavors out and tamps down the artificial flavors of this, but gives you that deep rich complexity that I think this will give over a period of time. So as a new make aged for a very short period of time, this does make a marked difference in flavor. Now if you want to get any of these products, I'll put a link down in the description to both of these guys. One is Stilltec, one is Distillbrew. Now for my personal preference, I still prefer to just age on wood. I get a lot better control over the flavor, and I can pull out the wood when I need to, or refresh the wood when I need to get the wood impact that I desire, whether it's the sweetness or the wood tannic impact. I can control that by adding or taking away staves. Now with this extract or essence, once you've added it into the spirit, it's there. Now is it a bad thing? No. It is definitely a very good alternative if you want to rapid age your spirit and give it a ton more complexity in a very short period of time. It's not going to give you age, but it is going to give you a nice complex flavor profile that you normally would get with a spirit that's aged, let's say, for a month. You can probably get this done in about a week with that. That's my opinion on it, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you stuck around this far, thank you very much for watching, and have a lekker day.